to make my way to boxes, don't I?
Welcome back. I decided to put up the last recording as one part of a podcast,
sensible.
so my OBS wouldn't get overheated.
Yeah,
So
no,
this
that
is the next episode. Hello everyone. This is probably maybe a week from that episode for you, but this is just like 30 minutes for away from us.
movie editing's fun.
Well, when we last saw each other, we were reading Balloons. What were your thoughts on the two first parts?
I mean, it. I made pretty much all my thoughts known through most of my jokes. It was how to get yourself child snatched 101.
Yeah, but like, I don't even know if I consider this as a creepypasta. This is a good story. This is oh, he did turn this into a novel named Penpal.
It is more of a just a PSA. Don't put out your information for the world to see.
Yeah, I remember that my Swedish accent come out. I remember. Uh, yes, I remember.
Speaking of accents,
Give me a.
how does like? Go ahead. Yeah, I'm. This is just a curiosity from my side. So go ahead and finish your thought.
Yeah, I was about to say something that I forgot what I was about to say, so you can talk.
My bad. But yeah, no, like your accent shows up every now and then. How does mine sound from your end of the spectrum? Like,
What accent
does
do you
it come
have?
off? I've always like just sort of a normal American Midwestern. Like every once in a while, I've been told that I sound a little hickish, but
Yeah,
I was kind of curious if my accent comes off as thick as to you in your Swedish ear, or if I just sound as like a nondescript speaker, which is kind of what I
nah, it's
prefer.
like I see every American or English talking people as the same.
Yeah, okay, no,
The only accent I can see change on is British people and American people. That's the only change in English I can see.
yeah, no,
Because
I was
you
well,
know I have a big accent myself, so
yeah. I was just curious if I sounded weird to your foreign to me ears. Like if I sounded funny to you the way someone would sound funny to me that I'm not used to their accent, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Cause yeah, no, I like us like you joke. Like I barely even notice your accent except for it shows up
Oh,
every now and then.
thank you. That's the nicest thing someone had said to me since I was
Uh,
one and my mom called me beautiful. Uh, well, we have reached part 3 of Pen Pal. After this story, we have marked half of this series already. Whew. This story is where stuff begins to happen, I remember. From this point and part 4 will
yeah,
mostly be scary or scary, you know what I mean. And episode 5 exactly. Episode 5 and 6 will be completely different and totally fucking depressing. At least for me, I don't know how much emotion you have when you read stuff. How much you get
it,
into the story.
it depends. Uh, Most of these so far, I've just found like cute. Like I can see they're trying to be scary. I can see where they're coming from. I can see the tropes they're drawing from.
Yeah.
But also I can see that it's been written by a 13-year-old. So
He
they're
wasn't
cute.
13 at this point. He was actually an
Or
adult.
really,
Yeah, he was an adult.
I wouldn't get.
Wait, what? His name is like Dathan Batcher or something. Wait, I need to search it up.
Oh,
I need to search the author up. Pen pal
I mean,
author. His name Dathan Auerbach. This is him, if you can see. Maybe
vaguely, it's little fuzzy. But nah, no.
that's him.
He's
Now you can
definitely
see.
older than. All right, yeah. He's older than I was giving him credit for, but he still looks rather relatively young. So I can see him having this written in his journals from when he was a keen,
The
when
thing,
he was a in a teen in his
yeah,
teeny bopper years.
yeah. The thing I loved about these stories when I was smaller, younger, was that I always believed this was a true story.
Oh yeah, no, I can see you feeling this so much more than me. You're like, oh my god, the dollar came back to him. I'm like, I worked in retail for years. I see the same markings on the same dollars dozens of times.
Yeah, but it's like in this situation of this story and where it leading, it's a kind of different thing. But
Mhm.
but the thing about this story is that he always told everyone that this was real. He always went out and claimed that these stories were
So
actually real happenings.
he effectively tried to go the Blair Witch route
Yep.
and
But
give it a campaign of it. This all actually happened.
yeah.
Psych.
Psych,
Yeah, no.
bitch.
I think there are a few movies that did that. Cannibal Holocaust is a name that comes to mind.
I don't know why
I think they,
I don't know why the Conjuring comes to my mind.
but yeah, no, that was I think one that they had to launch an investigation to make sure that the actors were actually okay.
yeah.
So yeah, no, little things just litter. So yeah, no, like I said, I can see all the tropes this guy is drawing from. So I am definitely impressed by that. He has a great vocabulary, great word usage, especially this 15 years ago. I don't think they had like all spell check could do like, hey, you spelled that wrong. It couldn't completely restructure the sentence for you.
Yep.
So
Anyways, have you?
yeah, no.
What did you think? Oh, yeah, I already asked that question. Yeah. Well, this is part 3 then. Boxes. Do you think it's about a story of a box?
I mean, I have a dirty mind, so you don't want to ask me that question.
Oh.
But I also have lines in this story, so I know what boxes is.
It's a
So,
cat.
I mean,
Meow.
it is also something, yeah, that particular kind of cat.
Oh,
Anywho,
wait, that was the baby scream they heard in Footsteps.
uh,
Anyways, you wanna start it
eh,
off, or do you have
I
something else to
guess
say?
I have nothing to say. I'm trying to toe the line of dirty jokes and not getting you fucking in
Banned
trouble
everywhere.
by the moderators. It's already bad enough that I'm here smoking online and all that. But I also see you vaping and what looks like dipping. So
Dipping?
I don't see you tucking something in your lip,
Oh,
and I don't know.
it's sin,
Sin?
Pablo.
Oh, I think I've been seeing commercials for those.
It's what do you call those? Like nicotine pouches.
Yeah, it's kind of a dip supplement.
Yep. Well, let's
All right,
go.
yeah.
When he has drinking.
Wet the whistle. I needed that. I would be giving you my rake narration voice, but that is so hard for me to maintain in a conversational setting.
Nah, it feels better when you're using your real voice. It sounds more real.
Fair enough. For those of you who have read my other stories and asked if there are more and received cryptic answers from me, I want to apologize for being dishonest. I said several times in the comments that nothing really happened after Footsteps, but that wasn't true. The events of the following story weren't locked away in the recesses of my mind. I've always remembered them. It wasn't until I remembered balloons and spoke with my mother about the following events that I realized how intertwined this story was with everything else. I originally hadn't planned on sharing this anyways. My desire was to withhold this memory was due mostly to the fact that I don't think I showed good judgment in it. I also wanted consent from another person to tell it, so as not to misinterpret what transpired. I didn't expect there to be a lot of interest in my other stories, so I never thought I'd really get pressed for more details. And I would have been happy. I would have been happy to keep this off to the rest. I would have been happy to keep this to myself for the rest of my life. I haven't been able to reach the other party. I would feel disingenuous withholding the story from those who wanted more information now. So he asked for permission, didn't get it, so he's going through anyways.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, no. Sounds legit.
Yeah.
What follows is as accurate a recollection as I could manage. I apologize for the length. I mean, that's something the man's never said ever. Anyways, I spent the summer before my first year of elementary school learning how to climb trees. There was
Okay.
one particular pine. What?
Okay, I said.
I mean, yeah, no, climbing trees. I also climbed trees whenever I was a kid.
Yep, me too.
I think that is a universal thing.
Yeah.
There was one particular pine tree right outside my house that seemed almost designed for me. It had branches that were so low I could easily grab them without a boost. And for the first couple of days after I first learned how to pull myself up, I would just sit in the lower branches, dangling my feet. The tree was outside our back fence and was easily visible from the kitchen window, which was just above the sink. Before too long, my mother and I developed a routine where I would go play on the tree when she washes the dishes because she could easily see me while she did other things.
That's easy way of holding an eye on your kid.
I mean, yeah, no. Until you look up while you're scrubbing a pot and then you see them fall, break their arm, and you're like, well, yeah, nope, I saw it happen. Yeah, no, I saw it
Flash
happen. Yeah,
forward,
nope,
flash
I saw
forward,
it.
flash forward,
Yeah, nope,
flash
I saw it.
forward, flash forward, flash forward.
Uh, at the at the summer, as the summer passed, my abilities grew, and before too long, I was climbing fairly high. As the tree got taller, its branches not only got thinner but more widely spaced, and so I eventually reached a point where I couldn't actually climb any higher, and so the game had changed. I began to concentrate on speed, and at the end, I could reach my highest branch within 25 seconds.
Okay,
All
that's
right,
fair
little
enough.
monkey boy.
I need to use the restroom
Either a
again, so
little.
you can talk and continue reading for a while.
All righty then. I guess I will keep going. I look like a madman. It is hot. I got too confident, and one afternoon I tried to step from a branch before I had firmly grasped the next one. I fell about 20 feet and I broke my arm really badly in two places. My mom was running towards me yelling. I remember her sounding like she was underwater. I don't remember what she said, but I do remember being surprised by just how white my bone was. I need to stop making jokes because I'm just telling what happens ahead of time. Ah, I was going to start kindergarten with a cast. I couldn't even say, "Oh, he's back." That was quick.
Oh shit. Okay, where are you?
He just broke his arm.
Oh, flash forward, flash forward.
I mean, yeah, no, I was like, oh yeah, no, I was just saying I need to stop making jokes because I'm basically just
you're
giving it
you're
away.
spoiling the whole series. Stop
It's like
talking.
I crack a joke. What I say literally happens a paragraph later. I'm just like, well,
Well, try it again. Maybe you can spoil the
anyways,
ending of episode 6.
I'm trying to stop that. I was going to start kindergarten with a cast and wouldn't even have any friends to sign it. My mom, my mom must have felt terrible because the days before I started school, she brought home a kitten. It was just a baby and
Oh.
was striped with tan and white. As soon as he put him down, he crawled into an empty case of soda that was sitting in the floor. I named him Boxes.
Aw.
Yeah,
I
that
I
is
re I
definitely,
I really hope this cat doesn't die brutally.
that is also a naming convention of cats. I had a buddy who poked a cat saying "fluffy kitty." It turned and said and hissed at him, and he was tiny. And we just said, "Well, the little shit," and that became its name, Little Shit.
Actually.
Yep.
Oh, cats.
Cats. They name themselves.
Yeah.
Boxes was only an outside cat when he escaped. My mom, oops, my mom had him declawed so he wouldn't destroy the furniture.
Oh,
That's actually not good for a cat.
that's very sad.
Yeah, no, that's one. Especially if you're letting the cat out. One, it can't defend itself. Two, it can't run away from anything. And three, you're setting it up for arthritis later on in its older age.
Yep.
Declawing cats is very bad. Um, I cat
So he
owner
wouldn't.
got carried away. He'd get out every now and then, and we'd find him somewhere in the backyard chasing some kind of bug or lizard. Though he could hardly ever catch one because he had no front claws. Yeah, it was pretty invasive, but we'd always catch him and carry him back inside. He'd scramble to look back over my shoulder. I told my mom that it wasn't because he was planning. It was because he was planning his next strategy for the next time. I mean, cats.
I love cats.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised mine hasn't made an appearance. Once inside, we gave him some tuna fish, and he came to learn what the sound of a can opener might signal. He'd come running whenever he heard it. Yeah, no, I cannot
No.
open a cellophane or any kind of plastic wrap. Immediately, I have eyes at the bottom of my feet just because all her treats are wrapped in some kind of plastic.
Yep, that was the same thing with my dog when she was alive. Whew.
Ugh. And don't even get me started whenever I try cooking something. Bacon, oh, she is right there.
Oh
Just
yeah.
right there. Ah. This conditioning came in handy later because towards the end of our time in that house, boxes would get out much more often and would run under the house into the crawl space where neither of us wanted to
Oh, the
fall
crawl space.
because it was cramped and probably crawling with bugs and rodents. I mean, what else would you expect? Ingeniously,
Not
my
a
mom
guy.
would. Ingeniously, my mom thought to hook the can opener to an extension cord and run it right outside the hole that boxes had gone through. Eventually, he would emerge with his loud meows, looking excited by the sound, and then horrified at how we could run such a cruel ruse on him. That's fun to say. Those are two words fun to say back to back. A can opener with no tuna made no sense to boxes. I mean, that is. I mean, this the guy knows his cats.
Yeah, this guy knows his cats. Wait, what? How old was he during this story? I didn't catch.
You just said that he wasn't a teenager, and I just
No, no, during this story.
oh,
I mean, like
um,
during.
I don't think it said specifically this story. I think this is between.
Oh wait, I can. Okay, I may be spoiling myself, but I see down here. Thanks to our parents, we were still friends when we were 10. So around 8, maybe
Oh, I guess yeah.
9.
This is after. So
Yeah,
this is
long after
after everything.
footsteps, like 7, 8,
Yeah,
9, like 2 years after.
sounds like it.
Okay.
Uh, the last time he escaped to under the house was actually our last day in it. My mom had put the house on the market, and we had begun
Oh.
packing our things. We didn't have much, and we stretched the packing out a while, though I had already packed all of my clothes at my mom's request. My mom could tell I was really sad about moving and wanted the transition to be smooth for me. I mean, speaking as a kid who moved around a lot as a kid, I wish my parents had that kind of consideration.
Mm.
My mom could tell I was really sad about moving and wanted to, and I guess she thought that having my clothes in the box would reinforce the idea that we were moving, but things wouldn't change that much. When boxes got out, as we were loading some things into the moving van, my mom cursed because she had already packed the can opener and wasn't sure where it was. I pretended to go look for it so I wouldn't have to go under the house. And my mom, probably completely aware of my little scam, moved one of the panels and crawled in. She came out with boxes pretty quickly and seemed pretty unnerved, which made me feel even better about getting out of it. My mom made some phone calls while I packed a little more, and then she came into my room and told me that she had spoken to the realtor and we're going to start moving into the other house that day. She said it like it was excellent news, but I had thought we had more time in the house. She originally said that we weren't moving until the end of next week, and it was only Tuesday. What's more, we weren't completely finished packing. My mom said sometimes it would just easier to replace the things than pack them and haul them all over the city. I didn't even get to grab the rest of my boxed clothes. I asked if I could call Josh to say bye, but she said that we could just call him from our new house. We left in the morning. We left in the morning. Gesundheit.
Huh?
You sneezed. I said
Oh,
Gesundheit.
oh,
Being polite.
thank you, thank you. Oh. I didn't understand what you said.
Oh, where was I? Yeah. I managed to stay in touch with Josh for years, which is surprising since we no longer went to the same school. I mean, yeah, no, considering how many people I've lost contact with. Oh, yeah, props to a kid being able to keep it going. Our parents weren't close friends, but they knew that we were. But they knew we were, and so they would accommodate each other by driving us back and forth for sleepovers. Sometimes every weekend. For Christmas one year, our parents even pulled. I do. What's up? Hello. I know.
Okay, webcam maybe. Hello. Okay. Okay, I see it now. Okay, continue.
We were there. Blah, blah, blah. One day they even pooled their money. Where are those words? There they are. They even pulled their money and got us some really nice walkie-talkies that were advertised to work across a range that extended past the distance between our houses. They also had batteries that could last for days. Its walkie-talkie was on but not used. It would only occasionally work well enough that we could talk across the city, but when we stayed over, we'd use them around the house, talking in mock radio speak. We were taken from movies, and they and they worked great for that. And to our parents, we were still friends when we were 10. Ah,
Okay,
great.
I mean that's very happy, very happy parenting. No.
Yeah, no, we were having a stable parental life, even though he basically put a big old pedo fucking kidnap me sign over his head.
Okay, I'll just use this. Okay, yeah, where were we?
I believe we were just kind of commenting while I scrolled and lined up my reader with the next section.
Yeah, we were talking about, yeah, that's very good parenting. They know
Yeah, no, the dude's got a more stable life than I did.
yeah, more stable than most of us. Um, but to keep being
I mean,
friends
yeah,
with
no,
the only friend you have in your life, as I could imagine, because he's only talking about Josh.
yeah, I don't
Uh,
have any childhood friends.
nah.
I, that was actually a very depressing thing to say aloud. Anyways, boxes. Wait, no.
One
One
weekend.
weekend I was staying. Oh, one weekend I was staying over at Josh's, and my mom called me to say goodnight. She's still pretty watchful, even when she couldn't actually watch me. But I had gotten so used to it that I didn't even notice it. Even if Josh did, she sounded upset. Boxes were missing.
Oh.
I mean, I
From the new
also have a
house also.
pet. That is a terrifying. That is a horrible feeling.
From the new
Especially
house
whenever
also.
you're like they've been gone for long enough, like you're used to them and you look for them in their spot and they're just not there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I remember when we had like I think we had 3 cats, me and my mother, when we lived in another state in Sweden. I think I was around 3 or 4 or something like that when we had those cats before I became allergic. And I remember one of the kittens we had, one of the cats. We actually we named 2 of the cats Mickey and Minnie. You know, the Disney characters. I remember Minnie. She got killed by the neighbor. I think they put like what is it named? Gift. It dangers in the grass. I can't translate it. Um,
dangerous rat poison or something like that.
poison. Yeah, thank you. And she ate it and died. And the other cat, Mickey, he got shot in the leg. Uh,
God damn.
he came home with a big damn mark on his back, on his leg. That was crazy.
I mean, yeah, no. There was a cat that I started feeding for a little while, and it disappeared. And the next time I saw it, it was flat in a median off the road, and I could see that someone had actually. I could see the tire marks where they had chased the cat off the road to run it down. I, so people are assholes, man.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
people.
no, my cat got out once, and every time I got up to pee while she was missing,
Hmm.
I would look at the door because she would always run up to check on me while I'm in, like, every patting on her nose. You do not pee alone.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyways, this is a fun video with all the tangents. I think that's what you were wanting in the first place, though.
Yeah.
That was literally why you wanted to do this.
Yep.
Uh, this must have been a Saturday night because I spent the night at Josh's the previous night and was going to go home the next day because we had school on Monday. Foxes had been missing since Friday afternoon. I gathered that she had not seen him since returning home after dropping me off. He must have decided to tell me he was missing because if she didn't come home before I did, then I would be devastated at not only his absence, but how she could have kept it from me. She told me not to worry,
Oh, he'll come back. He always does.
but Boxes didn't come back.
He's dead.
I mean, yeah, no, I think I have a line in this one. I think I know what
You
happens
have a
in the kid.
bunch of lines in this one. I think you have the most lines in all of the series in this one.
Yeah, and it's kind of fun hearing another voice do the lines. And I'm like, hey, no, I remember that line. Anyways, 3 weeks later, I stayed at Josh's again. I was
No,
still
but
upset about
oh
being
yeah, yep.
missing for 3 weeks. That's a. Ugh. Mine was only gone for a couple of days. I was
Mhm.
still upset about Boxes, but my mom told me that there had been many times when pets had disappeared from home for weeks or even months, only to return on their own. I mean, they made a whole couple of movies about it. Have you not seen Homeward Bound? Uh, she said they always knew where home was and would always try to get back.
Oh,
I was explaining this to Josh when a thought hit me so hard that I interrupted my own sentence to say it out loud.
what if
What if Boxes thought
you
of the
take
wrong
my
home?
line again?
Oh shit!
Thank you so much.
Autopilot. Like I'm just Scantron over here reading the words.
Yeah. What if Boxes thought of the wrong home?
Josh was confused.
What? No wait. What? He lives with you. He knows where his home is. But he grew up somewhere else, Josh. He was raised in my old house, a couple neighborhoods away. Maybe you still think of that place as home, like I do. Ooh, I get it. Well, that'd be great. We'll just tell my dad tomorrow and he'll take us over there so we can take a look. No, he won't. Man, my mom said that we couldn't ever go back to that place because the new owners wouldn't want to get bothered. She said that she told your mom and the dad the same thing.
Josh persisted.
Okay then, well, just go out exploring tomorrow and make our way to your old house. No, if we get spotted, your dad will find out, and then so will my mom. We have to go there ourselves. We have to go tonight.
I mean, speaking of having the most lines, I think that was the most you've spoken through any of these so far.
Yeah, I think so
You were
too.
basically talking to yourself.
Yep. That was the weirdest thing I've done in a long time.
I mean, surely it's not. I've seen those pictures you slipped to me from your bathroom.
What?
I'm just joshing with you. All
Yeah,
right.
I know. Oh, what?
It didn't take that much convincing to get Josh on board, since he was usually the troublemaker. I mean, since he was usually the troublemaker.
Usually a troublemaker. I'm sorry. Did that line actually just cross your head, or did you?
No, worked. I snuck that one in there because yeah, no, that came in there.
That sounded so much better.
I mean, I haven't done it for you, but whenever I do voices for that Verdanta show, I'll usually give him a succinct version of his lines and then a reworked version of how I would say it.
Oh,
He's gotten better at writing his characters the way I speak, so I haven't had to do it as much. But those first couple of episodes, I had to rework his almost my entire set of lines.
yeah.
But that's
Oh.
just something I do as I do this. I translate it to my words in my head sometimes, which is part of where my stutter comes from.
Hmm.
Anyway, but we had never snuck out of the house before. I mean, there's a first time for everything.
First time for everything.
It actually turned out to be incredibly easy. The window of his room opened to the backyard, and he had a latched wooden fence that wasn't locked. After those two minor hurdles, we slipped off into the night, flashlight and walkie-talkies in hand. Man, there are some fun word combinations here.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. He has a good vocabulary.
Yeah, no, but yeah, putting those two minor hurdles next to each other is suddenly reminding me why I had speech therapy for my R's.
Well,
There are two ways to get from Josh's house to my old house. We could walk on the street and make all the turns, or go through the woods, which would take about half the time. It would have taken about 2 hours to walk there, taking the street. but I suggested that we go that way anyway. I told him it was because I didn't want to get lost. I mean, be sensible.
Yeah.
Josh refused and said that if we were seen, they might recognize him and tell his dad. He threatened to go home if we didn't just take the shortcut, and I accepted it because I didn't want to go.
Wait, what wasn't the narrator just the one that was scared of being caught?
I mean,
Did he switch up?
But once you get committed to the thing of not getting caught, and you're like, you know what? Yeah, no, that is a very good point. I am going to fully commit myself.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. Fine. Okay. I tripped.
Yeah, no.
I tripped and slipped. Nipple slip. Okay.
I tripped. I slipped and nipple slipped. Is that what you said?
Sorry. I don't know what. I tried making up, a fun sentence in my head, but it didn't work.
Yeah, no, I think you're trying to translate a Swedish colloquialism into
Nope.
English.
Nope. I don't know what happened there.
You sound funny, cause like I did. I'm like,
What?
Like, I tripped, I slipped, and a nipple slip. Like what?
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Just continue.
Yeah, no. Anyways.
Oh wait, I just want to say, I think Josh's character is kind of cool. He's made up to be a real human. That's maybe came out wrong, but like he's a good character. You see humanity in him. Different from other stories, where the characters are often very. What do you call it? Like yeah, you don't really get along.
They have like one thing to them. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
No actual depth to them.
Exactly. You don't get attached to the characters.
It was fun playing Josh for the thing that we did on the other one. I remember the little radio conversation that came up later. Did
you see the video?
I think I did. That one did.
Yeah, because my editor used a walkie-talkie sound effect. That sounded really cool.
Yeah, I loved that, especially since my microphone kind of already had some of its own distortions, anyways. So it just leaned into it.
Yeah.
And like I kept giggling at some of his lines because they were just so off the cuff and random, but
just
very much something that a kid would say. So
yeah, just wait until the maps comes out. You know, the conversation between you and the narrator when you stand and scream hello to each other. That's made very cool, I think.
Yeah.
That is what I mean. Now we're spoiling a bunch of stuff, but anyways, I mean like that is a part of the thing that I mean. The characters get humanitized or something. You get attached to them because they feel like real people.
This is what writers tend to strive for. Like that's what they want.
But I mean, with most creepypastas out there, you don't get that feeling very often.
You can claim that better than I can. You're the creepypasta expert. I am still new to this world. Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe not for long. Maybe if this series gets good.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely enjoying the experience. And
yeah, this is fun. Jeff the Killer is absolutely next on tour. Next story is Jeff the Killer.
I'm gonna keep a tally. How many times you mention Jeff the Killer every time we record?
Yeah, because it's bad.
Yeah, get in touch with your editor secretly and have him put a little counter in the corner of his fucking thing. In fact, right now, editor, I want you to make a note of.
Oh wait! You forgot. There is no editing in this video. Yes.
This was not being edited.
This series is not edited. I think that's the best way of fixing this. Because these videos are like 4 hours long. Do you think anyone out there will take my video and like edit 4 hours?
Damn it! So you just snubbed my joke before I could get it.
But in the other videos, I have said Jeff the Killer a bunch of times.
Oh, now he's starting to become self-aware. Like, okay, yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
Continuing. Josh didn't know about the last time I walked through these gates at woods were much less creepy with a friend and a flashlight, and we were making pretty good time. I wasn't entirely sure where we were, but Josh seemed confident enough, and that bolstered my morale. We passed through a particularly thick branch of tangled trees, and the strap of my walkie-talkie got caught on a branch. Josh had the flashlight, and so I was struggling to get the walkie-talkie off free when I heard Josh say,
Hey man, you wanna go for a swim? Wait! No! It's the pool float!
"Yeah."
Oh,
I
it
mean, how
what?
strong is that walkie-talkie strap if you're sitting there on a branch? Like, what the hell?
Wait, did you capture it? It's the fucking
Yeah.
pool float!
Mm-hmm.
What the frick?
I looked over where he was shining the flashlight, though I closed my eyes as he did, because I now knew where we were. He was pointing at the pool float. It was in a womanly shape with a very surprised look on her face. This is where I had woken up, in these woods all those years ago.
Wait. Are our narrator a woman or a guy?
I have no idea. I was making a joke that was supposed to slip in, not distract.
Yeah, it didn't slip in. It actually questioned me. Is this a? No, wait. Oh, actually, I remember. Wait, part 5. You are going into part 5 completely blind because you have no lines in that one. So that one is completely blind for you.
Yeah, no, that's
Cool.
Yeah, no,
But like
cracking jokes.
I will just say one thing I remember from that without spoiling it in forehand. I remember him being a guy because of one thing, and that is he explained he was a guy. They didn't explain. Fuck myself.
Well, kind of the language he gets up. Whenever he said that he gets up to piss, I mean that's kind of a very boyish way of.
Yeah, and he raises up woman in part 5. He.
Yeah, no, like he already kind of speaks like a boyish kind of
Yeah.
guy. So.
Yeah, and his friendship with Josh seems more guyish. Okay, fair. Okay, let's go.
Not making assumptions or anything. It's just if he's a girl, he's a very
Sexist.
It's literature. Like whatever paints the picture in your head. I felt a lump in my throat and a sting of fresh tears in my eyes as I continued to struggle with the walkie. Frustrated, I yanked on it hard enough to break it free, and I turned on the walkie to Josh, who had partially laid down on the pool float in a mock sunbathing pose. As I walked toward him, I stumbled and nearly fell into a large hole that was sitting in the middle of this small clearing. But I regained my balance and stopped right at its edge. It was deep. I was surprised by the size of it, but more surprised by the fact that I didn't remember it. I realized it must have not been there that night because it was in the same spot where I had woken. I put it out of my mind.
Wait 1 sec before I do my voice line here. That wouldn't that mean like the guy wants to like kill him and bury him or something? The narrator. So he like wouldn't that make sense for footsteps? You know, the beginning why he woke up in the woods and why the kidnapper just left him there because he like
That is a distinct possibility.
it was a test. He tested like, is this a good spot for him? Let's try. Put him down here, and now he made a hole there.
Or it's a full psychological thing. You wake up there, then the next time you appear there, your grave is already pre-dug, and you've been here before. So.
Yeah. All right. Quit messing around, man. You saw us stuck over there, and you just laying here joking around on this float.
Punctuated the sentence with a kick to an exposed part of the float. A screeching rose from it.
Is it boxes?
Josh's smile inverted. That's an interesting way of saying just the smile dropped. He suddenly looked terrified and was struggling to get off the float. But he couldn't in a quick manner due to the awkward way he had been laying on it. Each time he would fall back on the float, the screeching would intensify. I wanted to help Josh, but I couldn't move myself any closer. My legs wouldn't cooperate. I hated these woods. I picked up the flashlight that he had thrown in his thrashing and shined it on the float, not knowing what to expect. Finally, Josh got off the float and rushed next to me, looking at where I was shining the light. Suddenly, there it was. A rat.
A rat.
I started laughing nervously. I mean, it's a great red herring. Like the dude's really good at building tension
Yeah.
and then giving you false release.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that's good build up because eventually it will be a big fucking climatic.
because you're expecting something. They're like, "Hey, I know this place." You're like, "Yeah, no." Everyone's tensing because the narrator is tensing,
Yeah.
but it's also a quick red herring. Josh lightly punched me in the arm, a smile slowly returning to his face, and we continued walking. We quickened our pace and made it out of the woods faster than we thought we would. And we found ourselves back in my old neighborhood. I was trying to come up with a joke there, but I was blanking. The last time I rounded the bend ahead, I had seen my house fully illuminated. All the memories of what transpired came flooding back. I felt a skipping in my heart as we were finally turning the corner and about to face the full view of my house, remembering the last time how incandescent it was. But this time, all the lights were off. From a distance, I could see my old climbing tree as my mind traced the steps of causality. Like I said, this dude has a nice choice of words.
Yeah.
Backwards. I realized that I wouldn't back, and then followed up with a missing word. Wouldn't be back here this night if that tree hadn't grown. And I was briefly in awe of how all the events were like that. I mean, yeah, no. When you start thinking philosophically about time, it'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
Try doing that when stoned. Anyways, as we get closer, I could see that the lawn looked terrible. I couldn't even guess when it had last been mowed. On the shutters, one of the shutters had particularly broken loose had partially broken loose and was rocking back and forth in the breeze. And overall, the house just looked dirty.
Hmm.
I was sad to see my old home in such state of disrepair. Why my mom would care if we bothered the new owners if they cared so little about where they lived. And then I was supposed to read that as a question. Why would my mom care if I bothered the new owners if they cared so little about where they lived? And then I realized there were no new owners.
Okay. Wait. What? Didn't the mom like? She came out of the crawl space with boxes the last time before they moved, and she seemed.
She saw a ghost.
Yeah, exactly. And they like quicken up the pace and
We're
like.
leaving now.
Exactly. And like she then after that told her son to never ever go back to that house because the new owners wouldn't like them being there. That's a good build up. What are you doing?
Shifting in my chair.
Okay.
And not realizing that I was getting it pushed far enough back that my center of gravity was not over anything at all.
Yeah, but like this is a good build up. So the mom saw something in the crawl space that made her freak out enough to get the hell out of there before they were even supposed to move. And that's good. That's also good build up.
Yeah, no, a little bit of misdirection. Ooh, pardon me.
Okay.
The house was abandoned, though it looked simply forsaken. I mean, what is this? Oh, he did say this was years after, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
2 years or so after Footsteps. Or what do you
the
mean?
cat hasn't figured out
Months.
the new place is.
Yeah. They had lived in the new house for like 1 month or so, I think.
Okay, yeah, okay. And the house has fallen into that much disrepair. Like my house hasn't fallen that bad, and it's gotten pretty bad. I'll admit. The house.
Why would my mom lie to me?
The house was abandoned. There were no answers. There were no owners. The house was abandoned. It would be easier to look around for boxes if we didn't have to worry about being spotted by the new family. This would make it much quicker. Josh interrupted my thoughts as we walked through the gate and up to the house itself.
Your old house sucks, dude.
Josh yelled as quietly as he could.
Oh wait, your old house sucks, dude.
Yeah, no, I had that saying.
Shut
You
up.
can hear it in my recordings.
Shut up, Josh. That sounded cringe. Shut up, Josh. Even like this, it's still nicer than your house. Hey, man. Oh, it's my. Oh yeah. Wait, I needed to scroll down. Give me a second. Okay. Uh, okay. I think boxes is probably under the house. One of us has to go under and look, but the other should stay next to the opening in case it comes running out. Are you serious? There's no way I'm going under there. It's your cat, man. You do it. Look, I'll game you for it, unless you're too scared.
I said, holding my fist over my upturned palm.
Fine, but we're going shoot, not on 3. It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot, not 1, 2, 3. I know how to play game, Josh. You're the one who always messes up, and it's 2 out of 3.
I lost.
That was good. That is a funny sequence.
I wiggled loose the panel that my mom would always move when she
I had to crawl.
when she had to crawl under here for boxes. She only had to do it a couple of times since the can opener trick usually worked. But when she had to do it, she hated it, especially that last time. And as I looked into the darkness of the crawl space, I had a greater appreciation for her, for why. Before we moved, she said that it was actually better that boxes ran under here, despite how hard it could be to get him out. It was less dangerous than him jumping over the fence and running around the neighborhood. All that was true, but I was still dreading doing this. I grabbed the flashlight and the walkie and began to crawl in. Ugh. A powerful smell overtook me.
Oh no. Oh no, it smelled like death.
I mean, everyone's got a dead possum under their house, or a dead raccoon, or whatever rodent is native to your country. Whoever's watching this, I've found like 3 possum skulls under my trailer in my time here.
But it's for this story and this sequence, it feels bad. Like it almost feels like it boxes. The first time I read this, oh shit, it's boxes.
I mean, yeah, no, that is a fair assumption. It smelled like death. I turned on my walkie.
Josh, are you there? This is Macho Man coming back. Josh, cut it out. There's something wrong down here. What do you mean? No, what do you mean? It stings. It smells like something died. Is it boxes? I really hope not. Okay.
Second there, I thought that was an internal monologue. I set down the walkie and moved the flashlight around as I crawled forward, looking through the hole from the outside. You could see all the way back with the right lighting.
With the red light?
You had to be with the right light, but you had to be inside to see around the support blocks that held up the house. I'd say that there was about 40% of the area that you couldn't see unless you were actually in the crawl space. But even inside, I discovered that I could only see directly where the flashlight was pointing. I mean, yeah, no, it can be a son of a bitch.
Yep.
I realized that this would make scouting around the place more difficult. As I moved forward, the smell intensified. The fear was growing in me that boxes had come here and something had happened to them. I mean, yeah, no. I shined the flashlight around, but I couldn't see much of anything. I wrapped my fingers around the support block to pull myself forward, and as I did, I felt something that made my hand recoil.
Ah, shit. I hope it's a raccoon.
As long as it's not sticky, dry fur, it's.
That's true.
My heart sank, and I prepared myself emotionally for what I was about to see. I crawled slowly so I could prolong what I knew was coming, and I inched my eyes and the flashlight past the block to see what was on the other side. I staggered back in the hole.
Jesus Christ!
Escaped my mouth. It was a hideous and twisted creature, badly decomposed. Its skin had rotted away on its face so that the teeth appeared to be enormous, and the smell was unbearable.
What is it? Are you okay? Is it boxes?
I reached for the walkie-talkie.
No, it's not boxes. Well, what the hell is it then? I don't know.
I shined the light on it again and looked in with less fear in my vision. I chuckled.
It's a raccoon. Well, keep looking. I'm gonna go into the house to see if it might made it into Fuck. Well, keep looking. I'm gonna go into the house and see if it might made it in stairs somehow. What? No, Josh! Don't go in there. What if Boxes is down here and runs out? He can't. I put the board back.
Oh, I looked and saw that he was telling the truth.
Why'd you do that? Don't worry, man. You can move it easy. This makes more sense. If boxes ran out here and I missed him, then it's gone. If he's down there, then grab him tight. I come. I see. You kill myself. If he's down here, then go grab him tight, and I'll come back and move the board. And if he's not, then you can move it yourself while I look in the house.
Some of his points were good, and I doubted he'd be able to get in anyway.
Okay, but be careful and don't touch anything. There's a bunch of my old clothes still in boxes in my room. You can look in there to see if he crawled in one. And make sure to bring your walkie. Roger that, good buddy.
I mean, yeah, no. That's how I got my cat back, is some clothing of mine that she had her scent on and some food next to a window. She popped right up. Oh, and she also really liked mouthwash, so I poured a little mouthwash. Don't ask me why, but she loves mouthwash.
Well,
I realized that it would be pitch black in there. The power would have been turned off since no one was paying the bill. With any luck, he'd be able to see from the streetlights that might cast some light inside. Otherwise, I'm not sure what to do. This guy's almost as bad with punctuation as I am.
yeah.
Before too long, I heard footsteps right over my head and felt old dirt raining down on me.
Josh, is that you? Breaker. This is Macho Man coming back for the big tango foxtrot. The eagle has landed. What's your 20, Princess Jasmine? Over. Asshole. Macho Man, my 20 is in your bathroom looking at your stock of magazines. Looks like you got a thing for dudes' butts. What's the report on that? Over.
I could hear him laughing without the walkie-talkie, and I started to laughing too. I heard the footsteps fade away a little. He was on his way to my room.
Man, it's dark in here. Hey, are you sure you had boxes of clothes in here? I don't see any. Yeah, there should be a couple boxes in front of that closet. There aren't any boxes in here. Let me check if you maybe put the boxes in your closet before you left.
I started thinking that maybe my mom had come back and gotten the clothes, and just given them away because I had outgrown them. But I remembered leaving the boxes there. I didn't have time to close the last one up before we left. I mean, this is a great memory for a child.
This is a very great memory for a child.
While I was waiting for Josh to tell me what he found, I kicked out my leg, which was starting to fall asleep because of the position I was in, and it hit something. I looked back and saw something really strange. It was a blanket, and all around it there were bowls. I crawled a little closer to it. The blanket smelled moldy, and most of the bowls were empty, but one had something that I recognized still in it. Cat food.
Wait, could it be
With a bunch of cat food.
could it be like this, that probably, I don't remember exactly, but probably, without reading, he's gonna believe his mom put it here. But
I believe.
what if that's the thing his mother found? A blanket and cat food that she didn't put there.
Potentially.
Well,
Signs of life where there should not be signs of life.
exactly. Well, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, no. And no, I once got stuck awake for like 3-4 days straight, and I hallucinated that there was a midget living under my floors.
Okay.
Playing Pokemon to the point where I could hear it coming from my air vents.
Damn.
My youth was wild. By my book, I actually gave a little. I put a little bit of detail in that one. I drew from that experience. Like I said, you already read all that. I felt a chill. This was impossible. I had packed up all of my clothes.
No, wait. Yeah, I think you're very far down. It was a different kind than we gave to boxes.
It was a different kind than we gave to boxes. But I suddenly understood. My mom had set up a little place for boxes to encourage him to come.
Come here.
And here instead of running around the neighborhood. That made a lot of sense, and it seemed even more likely that boxes would have come back to this place. That's so cool.
No, that you can take that. That's a thought. That's not a line.
That's so cool, Mom, I thought. Well, there we go. I knew eventually one of these was going to be an internal monologue.
Yeah. I
For
found you.
whatever reason, you left me the internal monologue.
I found your clothes. Oh, cool. Where were the boxes? Like I said, they're all the boxes. Your clothes are in the closet, and they're hanging up. Damn. Wait,
Why
what?
is Josh holding the microphone? Why is Josh holding the walkie-talkie and narrator not?
No, he. Oh, you mean me? Oh.
I just kind of noticed that. Like, you're miming Josh holding the walkie-talkie.
Oh.
Our narrator is just, talking to the wind. Like,
Josh is talking to himself. Okay.
There, now we're where I was. I felt a chill. This was impossible. I had packed all my clothes. Even though we weren't supposed to move for another 2 weeks when we left. I remember packing them and thinking that it was stupid for me to have to get clothes out of the box and put them back in. I had packed them, but someone had hung them back up. Why though? Josh needed to get out of there.
Hmm.
I believe that's a line for you.
That can't be. Oh yeah, it is. Give me a second.
Get in character. Go on. Take your scene.
Thank you. That can't be right, Josh. They're supposed to be in boxes. Stop messing around and just come back outside. No joke, man. I'm looking at them. Maybe you thought you left them there. Wow! You sure like to look at yourself, don't you? What? What? What do you mean? Your walls, man. Your walls are covered in Polaroids of yourself. There are hundreds of them. What? Did you hire someone to?
I checked my walkie-talkie to see if I switched it off somehow. It was fine. I could hear footsteps, but couldn't exactly where Josh was going. Couldn't tell exactly where Josh was going. I waited for Josh to finish his sentence, thinking that his finger had slipped off the button, but he didn't continue. He seemed to be stomping around the house.
Oh
He
shit!
seemed to be stomping around the house now. I was about to radio him when he came back.
Oh, there's someone in the house.
This is a horrible time
Okay.
whenever you're being actively recorded.
Okay. So the kidnapper is there. Josh is probably gonna get killed. Okay, not. Maybe not.
Where's picture taken?
Huh? Oh yeah, of course.
This guy seems to have an obsession with Polaroids.
Yep, I think you remember your line. He took my picture, man.
Oh, yeah, nope, yep, you're right. Memory is surfacing on this one. I'll see if my jokes keep raining accurate whenever we go.
Also, this is starting to get absurd. Have you actually not read these stories before?
Not exactly. I only read my lines and a little bit before and a little bit after to get into the character a little bit. Because I wanted to, whenever I saw the video released, I wanted to experience it that way. I wanted to experience our video, our presentation, not the presentation that somebody else. I wanted our thing to be the first
Yeah,
I truly experienced it.
Yeah, I totally respect that.
So part of this is just the fact that I was actively trying to keep some of the mystery for whenever the video released, and I got a little bit of entertainment for myself.
But the fun thing for you, it is you probably have read a bit of Maps, the next one, a bit of the sixth one in the beginning for your character's last lines. But as I said earlier, part 5 is the only one that you're going into completely blind. And could you have any idea? Did you read
That's gonna be a real fun test.
Did
if
you
I make jokes that are accurate for that one? Then this guy is predictable, and I'm not just remembering my lines.
Yep. Because did you read the ending for the sixth one? Because it is a giant anticlimax. I remember that now.
I don't think so. I might have just read before and after my lines, so that the end could still be a surprise for me.
Then you're coming in blind again. Perfect. Cool. All right. Continue.
I look forward to the new bits, especially to test my my literary prowess.
Yeah. Okay. His voice.
His voice was hushed and broken. I could hear he was on the verge of tears. I wanted to respond, but how loud was his walkie turned up? What if the other person heard it? It said nothing and we just waited and listened. What I heard were footsteps, heavy dragging footsteps, and a loud thud. I mean,
Oh
yeah, no,
god.
this is one of those times you really want the Metal Gear headset, huh?
Oh god. Josh.
He had been found. I was sure of it. This person had found him was hurting him. I broke out into tears. He was my only friend.
Wait, what? Wait, I'm sorry,
I
that's so
take back the
sad.
stability I took from this. I said about this guy's childhood. Like he's my only friend next to the cat.
Next to the wait,
I mean,
so wait. So Josh is on the same level as a cat. Okay, so humanity and cats on the same level.
I mean, have you seen pet owners?
Ah, sure. Oh yeah, it's me. I think. No, wait.
Yeah, no, that is you.
Yeah. He's got something, man. It's a big bag. He just threw it on the floor and... Oh god, man. The bag. I think it just moved.
I was paralyzed. I wanted to run home. I wanted to save Josh. I wanted to go for help. I wanted so many things. But I just lay there, frozen. As I lay unable to move, my eyes focused on the corner of the house. That was right under my room. I moved my flashlight. My breath hitched at what I saw. Animals. Dozens of them. All of them dead. They lay in piles all around the perimeter of the crawl space. Could boxes be among these corpses? Was this what the cat food was for? Seeing this broke my shock as I knew I had to get out of there and scrambled to the board. I pushed on it, but it wouldn't budge. I couldn't move it because it was wedged in there, and I couldn't get my fingers around it since the edges were outside. I was trapped.
God damn you, Josh. Oh, wait, whispered. God damn you, Josh.
I whispered to myself. I could feel thunderous footsteps above me. The house was shaking. I heard Josh scream, and it was matched by another scream that
Whoa, what the fuck? Okay.
As I continued pushing, I left the board. I felt the board move. I knew it wasn't me who was moving it. I could hear footsteps above me and in front of me, and shouting and screaming, filling the brief silence between the footsteps. I moved back and held my walkie-talkie ready to defend myself, and the board was thrown to the side and an arm shot in and grabbed me.
Let's go, man, now!
It was Josh. Thank God.
Wait, that sounded like you saying, "Oh, thank God."
I mean, I am an amateur voice actor, so occasionally I do get these tones just right. Not intentionally either. Anyways, I scrambled out of the opening holding the flashlight and the walkie. When we got to the fence, we both jumped it, but Josh's walkie fell. He reached for it, and I told him to forget it. We had to move. Behind us, I could hear yelling, though they weren't words, only sounds. I mean, yeah, no, I guess he's being a grumpy old man. We, perhaps foolishly, ran for the woods to go back to Josh's, quicker and be somewhat harder to follow. The whole way through the woods, Josh kept yelling.
My picture! He took my picture!
But I knew the man already had Josh's picture. From all those years ago, at the ditch. I suppose Josh still thought those mechanical sounds were from a robot. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right. I almost forgot about that.
We made it back to Josh's house and back into his room before his parents woke up. I asked him about the big bag, and if it really moved, and he said he couldn't be sure. He kept apologizing about dropping the walkie at the house, but obviously that wasn't a big deal. We didn't go to sleep and sat peering out the window, waiting for him. I went home later that day, as it was about 3 a.m. I told my mom the basics of the story a couple days ago. She broke down...
Wait. A couple days ago? Is that a couple days ago from when he released the story? Or is it 3 days?
I think he meant a couple days later.
Yeah, I believe so too. That sounded weird. Okay, continue.
I've been stumbling over little bits like that this whole time.
Yeah.
It's about time you caught one. He broke down and was furious about the danger I put myself in. I asked her why she made all those things up about bothering the new owners to stop me from going. Why did you think the new house was so dangerous? She became irate and hysterical, but she answered my questions. Her question. She grabbed my hand and squeezed it harder than I thought her capable of, and locked her eyes, my to mine, I suppose that's supposed to say, whispering as if she was afraid of being overheard.
Because I never put any fucking blankets or bolts under the house of boxes. You weren't the only one to find them. Damn, we are good on predicting stuff.
I suddenly don't feel so bad about all my cussing and smoking whenever the actual language in the story kind of also has that language.
Yep. I haven't had any problem with the swearing or cussing, I think.
I mean, it would... Horror is so weird. People get so they'll get their panties in a twist, and it's just like, that was kind of the point. Like, it's weird. Like, they get mad at language or they get mad at gore, and it's just like, it's people being chainsawed in half. What do you expect to happen? Politeness and sunshine?
Yeah, exactly.
I felt busy. I understood so much now. I understood why she had looked so uneasy after she brought boxes out from under the house on our last day there. She found more than spiders or rats' nests. I mean, a rat's king would be interesting. That day, I understood why we left almost 2 weeks early. I understood why she tried to stop me from going back. She knew he made his home under our house, and she kept it from me. I left without saying another word and didn't finish the story for her, but I want to finish it here for you.
Okay, so home from Josh's that day. Do you know? Wait, do you know what's going to happen now?
Nope. Everything after this is
perfect.
Fairly fresh. So any jokes that I make that are accurate are purely by accident and not from knowing a line that I happened to record several weeks ago.
Continue for the last bit in story 3.
I got home from Josh's that day and threw my stuff on the floor, and it scattered everywhere. I didn't care. I just wanted to sleep. I woke up around 9 p.m. to the sound of boxes meowing. My heart leapt. He had finally come home. I was a little sick about the fact that if I had just waited a day, none of the previous nice events would have happened. And I'd have had boxes anyways. Or it was you doing that trail that made your scent lead him back home.
Yeah.
Or the creepy guy brought your cat back.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, but that didn't matter. He was back. I got off my bed and called for him, looking around to catch a glint of light off his eyes. The crying continued, and I followed it. It was coming from under the bed. I laughed a little, thinking I'd just crawled under a house looking for him, and now this was so much better. His meows were being muffled by his shirt, so I flung it aside and smiled, yelling,
"Welcome home, boxes!"
The squads were coming from my walkie-talkie. Boxes never came home. Dun dun dun!
Damn!
That tickled my tongue.
That's actually very, very disturbingly sad.
Hey, have you ever tickled your tongue?
Tickled my tongue?
Yeah, no, like legitimately sent a vibration through your tongue that actually tickled
it. Maybe. That's a weird question.
I did that dun, dun, dun just now. Like, I legitimately got a tickle in the middle of my tongue. That felt weird.
Well, we are halfway done. This is the longest story. Yeah. This is the longest story of all of 6, I think.
All right.
But what did you think of? What did you think of this one, by the way?
It was funny. It reminded. My cat has gone missing before, so it kind of reminded me of having to go looking for my cat. And yeah, no. Theoretically, she was just under the trailer the whole time. I just never could find her because she's a black cat, and it was a dark underside of a trailer.
But like I remember back in the days when I first heard this story, I remember weeping I think I could watch kids and humans and adults and everyone dying on screen. I didn't care. But when it was about animals, that was the most twisted thing my mind thought. So I remember sitting and weeping and crying and stuff for this ending because Boxes is still missing. Like for fucking weeks, and that was fucking crazy. Also, That means the sounds were coming from the walkie-talkie, which means someone must have pressed down the button.
And was meowing into the thing.
So someone pressed the
Or-
button and someone pressed the button and held the walkie-talkie to the cat.
Yeah.
And that bag that moved. Well, then we know Boxes didn't escape. He probably got kidnapped. And now he lives a happy life with this kidnapper.
You know what? Those are actually some pretty damn good walkie-talkies, because just from my experience from this voice acting thing and reading these, this microphone, if I try and do those walkie-talkie noises, my microphone just will not pick it up. Like, I tried so hard for whenever I was doing my lines for you, and they just were not coming up. I'm glad you were able to do the editing to get that.
Yeah, I didn't edit.
It's not working.
I'm not the editor, so I'll give that honor to not Fursten, a Swedish fella. A Swedish fella. You have talked to him before. 2 times actually.
Yeah, no props to him, because I have been discovering that having a microphone that can pick up various sound effects is not a simple task you can do. Just going down to Staples and picking up the first thing that comes up.
That was the first time ever I've talked to you that I heard your stutter. Stutter. The first time. That's cool. Hey! I finally heard it.
Yeah, no, it happens, and yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go grab a soda.
Oh.
And I also need to check my smoke levels, see if maybe I need to reload my stash.
Sounds good. I'll pause for a little minute because I need to use the restroom again.